Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so sorry that I have been MIA for so long. I just wasn't feeling right energetically. Some of you know that I have an autoimmune disease, to be more specific, rheumatoid arthritis and lung disease. So sometimes I'm just completely robbed of my life force energy, and it wouldn't feel right creating and relaying messages to you from anything other than a pure energy channel. So I just wanted to, before we started today, come through and let you know where I've been. And because it's winter and all of our energy starts to act a little funny, I thought it would be a good idea to do sort of a basic energy check-in reading. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So whenever you're ready, you can pause the video and select the pile that you're most drawn to, and we'll see what's up in your energy field. Hi, pile 1. You chose the hematite, so let's see what's going on in your energetic fields at this time. All right, we have white with lighten up. We have the hematite, which is all about moving the good to where you need it to be and taking the bad away from where you don't need it. So it's kind of like an adjustment to help you ground a little bit. So right away, I'm seeing that you might be feeling a little bit stagnant lately or stressed, and you're being called to ground your energy, and specifically to ground your energy in order to sync up with the universe. Therefore, they can bring you the momentum that you're looking for. All right, we have success and transformation. So yeah, with the 4 here, 3 and 1 makes 4, and these pyramids here, I'm seeing that a lot of like stability. So in order to have this success, the successful transformation that you're looking for, in kind of breaking out of this stagnancy, you have to ground yourself, and not just ground yourself, but create a solid foundation for this transformation. Grounding will make you feel not only at ease, but less stressed, and therefore providing you with clarity of mind and opening up a channel for spirit to guide you through. And with lighten up here in the white, I'm seeing that they're ready, your spirit team is ready front and center to give you the downloads and momentum and motivation you need to follow through with this, but they're just waiting for you to clear your head of all the chaos and, connect with them on a deeper level. And, an easy way to do that is to go out in nature, put your feet in the ocean, put your feet in the sand, just be around the trees. I know it might be kind of cold in some areas, but just getting out in nature in any way, or using a Himalayan salt scrub in the shower can even work, or a bath or whatever. This is going to ease your mind, therefore giving you that push forward that you've been looking for. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing stagnancy. Yeah, and with the 6 here, harmonizing with spirit is probably the general message of your reading today. All right, let's get a couple more cards, see what's up. These cards are so pretty, I love them. All right, we have dreams. Dreams are where your mind translates the divine. So again, clarity of mind would be very beneficial and pretty inspirational as well. The divine is definitely trying to communicate with you, but there is a pretty dense block, and that's definitely just the stress and chaos going on in your mind. So relieving that would yeah, like almost catapult you forward. Forgiveness. You'll find freedom in forgiveness. Yeah, you might be holding on to certain things that, you know, are really blocking your flow of energy in your body and your mind. I do recommend looking into Reiki, or I'm sure some of you are familiar and some might not be, but Reiki can be very beneficial with removing blockages and, you know, getting rid of some of that stagnant, dense energy within you. So that might be something you want to consider. But yeah, if you're constantly like beating yourself up and battling yourself in your head, it's important to really heal that part of you. You might have a little bit of trouble being honest with yourself, and I don't mean that to be like rude or anything, but there might be a need to be honest with yourself and forgive yourself for some things, so that you can, you know, make that space in your mind. Journaling would probably be beneficial as well, not only for these downloads to come through and to kind of document those, but to also, you know, get some of these negative thoughts out of your head and onto paper so you can clear that space. All right, let's get some tarot cards. Let's see. All right, we have the Flower of Life. The Three of Swords. And the Four of Stars. Okay. The Self. This is a pretty card. I don't know if you could see. So with this back of the deck energy, first of all, the Self, this is all about self-reflection. So I'm seeing here that there's things that you're still holding on to, some kind of heartbreak. Yeah, that kind of sent you into this stagnant space. But with the Flower of Life here, I'm seeing that, no, that's not your destiny. That's not where you are meant to stay. You are meant to successfully transform out of this. But instead of having this, you know, not like poor me, that's kind of like rude to say, but instead of like, you know, counting the things that, you know, are not great and how you're held back. And I'll just give you an example. So when I got diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and lung disease, I was kind of on house arrest, and it just made me feel like all the big dreams that I had were no longer possible. But as soon, and you know, sometimes it does come up and, you know, make its appearance and kind of mess things up every once in a while. But I did realize that I am not doomed for life. We're in a great point in time where, you know, we have the internet where we can still develop these dreams and communicate with people. And, you know, we just have a lot of things like right in our hands to make every situation better. So I realized that instead of holding on to the fact that, you know, I'm doomed, there's nothing I can do, like, you know, my dreams are never going to come true, and feeling deeply heartbroken about this, I realized that maybe this is here to teach me something. You know, maybe there is wisdom to be learned in solitude and through this process. And maybe one day I'll, you know, forgive what has happened and realize that this is divinely orchestrated and that I can be successful. And I can use the transformation I've went through recently to inspire others maybe. So basically it's just having more of a positive outlook and grounding yourself so that you feel right in your body, and you can connect with the universe and get these downloads to eventually get you out of this stagnant period and keep you hopeful and moving forward. All right, let's see. Get some clarifiers on this. Ooh. Yes, oh my god. Okay, so we have the dream, which is awesome. This is the Six of Cups. So this is you being given, you know, your dream, everything you've been hoping for, your perfect life. You know, maybe this is about love for some of you, and this is reassurance that, you know, your perfect lover's coming in, and maybe that this had to happen in order for this person to come in, and maybe you need to connect to spirit so that it can guide you in the right direction to find this person or this job, this opportunity, whatever it is. If you're grounded, you'll be in tune with them, therefore leading you to, you know, receive all these blessings that the universe wants you to have. We have fighting under the Three of Swords. So this has been like a really tough process for you, I'm seeing. Like it hasn't been easy, but with the clouds and the fighting here, this seems kind of like illusionary. Like it doesn't, although of course it hurts and everything. Maybe it's time now to stop fighting and forgive. You know, so, you know, people forgive so that they can move forward. You know, you're not condoning the behaviors of the person that hurt you. You're just forgiving yourself or them so that you can move on and have this dream. So I'm seeing here that you don't need to fight anymore. You just need to connect back with yourself and kind of follow the signs that are going to lead you to this dream. Or this dream life, I should say. The Lovers, yes, okay. So, let's see. The back of the deck, we have maturity. So, you're definitely going through kind of a process of maturing. And this whole process starts with this, you know, grounding here. Yeah, you're realizing that, you know, it's okay to share yourself with someone, to share yourself with other people, and open your heart. Right here, she's kind of like blocking her heart, keeping everything to herself. And I'm sure it's because she's scared, but here, this heart is, you know, wide open. You know, there's roses, all the good stuff. So this is you feeling like you can really open your heart after this, you know, exhausting, kind of heartbreaking, stagnant experience. So there is a awesome positive outcome to this. And your first step is to, you know, connect with yourself, get out in nature. I'll say it again, ground. I'm really seeing that this is going to, you know, change a lot for you and definitely get you out of this thicker energy. All right, let's see. I'm going to use this deck. We'll get one more card just to see what the best way, like something you can do that's specific to ground yourself. So what can my pile ones do to ground themselves? All right. We have notice and appreciate. So it says, the little things that you normally don't see. Comfy bed, tasty breakfast, Sunday morning, mother's hug. Those are all the things we should be grateful for. So a good way to ground would be to almost count your blessings. I know it's tough when you're going through a crappy situation to stay positive and think of the things that are good because you're so, you know, suffocated by what's bad. But I've actually done this myself. I like to write a few things I'm grateful for in the morning when I wake up. And it really starts to alter your neural pathways to a more positive way of thinking. And your thoughts attract kind of what you put out. So you'll start to see after some time some small shifts of how your life has gotten more enjoyable and how you felt more in your body and more present, which is definitely grounding in a nutshell. So yeah, maybe start with some gratitude in the morning. But that's all I have for you today, Pile 1. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope this is super helpful. All right, thanks. Hi, Pile 2. Let's see what's going on in your energy field. You chose the ametrine, which is actually a blend of amethyst and citrine. It's used to help make decisions and, make your dreams a reality. So let's see what's come up for you today. We'll save this one for a second. And we have brown with established boundaries. And the number 3, 12, and then 1 and 2 is 3. So right away, I'm seeing that you've been trying to make a decision or make an idea come alive, and it's just not making any progress right now. And this is because you have way too many things influencing you. And yeah, these things aren't like beneficial at all. If anything, they're hindering your growth and decision making. So yeah, definitely turn off the TV, turn off your phone, turn off the doubtful voices in your head and the influence of other people who, can't see or support your vision. With the 3 here, I'm seeing that you really just need to be alone with spirit at this time with no distractions, and the right answers will flow to you. Yeah, the answers that you're looking for. All right, let's see what this is. Oh my God. Yes, I freaking love when spirit does this. So the distraction of shiny things here with 6. So in order to get in the right flow and receive the downloads that you have been hoping for, you've got to stop with the distractions for real. And I'm sorry if that sounds very blunt, but there's just too much going on around you for you to, make this happen. All right, let's get some more info on this. Yeah, maybe like a no, technology day would be good. I do this every once in a while. Turn your phone off, turn off the TV, and dedicate the day to, self-care or creativity. Let your mind be completely blank and one with yourself and with spirit. And I promise you, growth is going to come from that. Maybe momentum in an idea, definitely inspirational downloads, and probably the answers that you have been looking for. Okay, so we'll get a couple of these for some more info. All right, shine. You are made of stardust, so keep on sparkling. All right. Yeah, with the solar plexus here, I think that self-care would be very beneficial. Some people around you might feel like the thing you want to do isn't possible. And to be honest, they don't know anything, because you are, the only one who truly knows yourself and what you're capable of and what you care about. So definitely tune those people out and do some self-care to really find your true feeling about the situation and not what other people are kind of, putting in your head. Destiny, follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. Exactly. Your intuition knows best. And you've got to follow that. You cannot let people interrupt that, because You know, your intuition is right. You know, like I said, only you know your fate, your path, and what you want out of life. So yeah, follow your instincts. Oh, and look at the bottom, self-love. You can only love others as much as you love yourself. So yeah, I would say take a day, no technology, and just go dive into some self-love kind of stuff. Hair masks, everything. All right, let's look at the tarot for more info. The self, yes, self-reflection. So it's very important to, you know, take that day by yourself and see what you want, you know, what seems right to you. What do you, you know, a couple years from now want to see in the mirror? You know, what memories do you want have had made? What projects do you want have had birthed? And how do you want to feel about yourself? And, you know, all that. Right, we had the Knight of Crystals. Yeah, so this is gonna help you to gain momentum and clarity of mind for sure. And Two of Stars, yes, okay, so managing your time wisely, and I'm seeing here, you know, light at the top of this mountain. So this is going to end up being a huge mountain that you end up conquering, and when you get to the top, you're really gonna see the light and see your inner light and see what you really want, and you're gonna figure out how to fit that into your, you know, whatever your mind makes up, like whatever you decide, basically. You're gonna figure out how to incorporate that into your routine in the perfect way. And like I said, there will be forward movement and, you know, more happiness for sure, and clarity. Speaking of clarity, let's see what these cards want to add to the picture. All right, so maturity, yes. So you're becoming confident also in the decisions you're making by going through this process. Yeah, you're like, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to be. Nobody can tell me otherwise. You know, very sure of yourself in a very positive and mature way. Just knowing what you want out of life. Yes, rebirth. So, and this is the Ten of Swords. So, yep, clarity of mind. Again, a whole shift of your mind I'm seeing. You know, like he's not in these clouds here. He's above the clouds. And there's this mountain here. You know, you've ascended the mountain. Yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of action towards the things you've really wanted on a soul level. And this is because you've decided to cut these kind of negative distractions out and focus on what you want deeply and becoming confident in that. Your self-confidence is really going to grow from this, you know. You don't need other people to tell you which way to do or how to do it. Taking this time to reflect is going to show you exactly who you are and what you want, and that's going to set you up for life, pretty much. It's a total altered mindset that you're going to have. Right, and we have postponement, the Four of Swords. Yeah, so you've been kind of sitting back, waiting, like in this gray area for a while, but you're starting to see a glimpse of how good things could be, how good, you know, maybe you're contemplating going to another country and kind of adventuring and exploring, but people might have been telling you that, oh, it's not possible or whatever, and you're starting to see that, no, it is possible, and that is what I want, and it's starting to look really colorful and alluring because, you know, you've decided that this is what you want and that it doesn't matter what people say, and now you are moving closer and closer to this dream that you have. clarity is like the best propeller. Like if you can, you know, turn everything off and ground and whatever, and, you know, get that clarity, like things just come in and everything just gets better after that. All right, let's see what self-love would be the best for you to focus on. I'm just gonna, there's too many. What should pile number 2 do for self-care to clear their mind? All right, we have take 5 deep breaths. We hold our breath without noticing when we are stressed out. Breathe in, love, and radiate positive energy. And breathe out all the worries, stress, and tension. Feel your muscles relax. So yeah, take a second to just, you know, sit with yourself. Take some deep breaths. Allow, maybe you do some, there's guided meditations on YouTube that are really great, and kind of help you get into that, you know, clarity of mind space where they guide you to let your worries go, and stress, and feel deeply relaxed. That would probably be super beneficial for you as well. So yeah, definitely deep breaths, and, you know, cut these people out, you know, shut the technology off for a minute, and, you know, just self-reflect and see, you know, if nothing else was around, you know, picture yourself on, like, in your happy place. Like, say, like, maybe mine would be like in a field, like a greenhouse in a field or something, like, and you're there by yourself with nothing else around. What is your next move? You know, what makes your soul happy? What would you want to do from there? You know, yeah, just getting rid of the distractions is going to be life-changing. Even if it's just for a day, like a short amount of time, just give yourself that time to truly be alone and reflect internally. All right, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much. If this resonated, please leave a comment down below. I love hearing from you. Hi, pile 3. Let's see what's going on in your energy field. So you chose the Larimar. I'm just going to organize these really quick. The Larimar usually comes up when you're feeling a little bit angry or agitated, or feel like the whole world is on your shoulders. And it comes in to, you know, kind of remind you to chill out a little bit. And I don't mean that to be rude or anything. It's just what it's for. So let's see what we have going on. All right. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. All right. With the 5 here, I'm seeing that there's probably a lot of changes going on in your life right now. And it's important to know that change happens to redirect you onto your rightful path. It's just a readjustment, really, for your highest and greatest good. So it's important that, you know, although it can be stressful, that is not its sole purpose. And it's important to remind yourself of that. To put this in perspective, picture yourself in the ocean, right? If you fight the waves and try to go against them, it's really hard and it sucks. But if you ride them to the shore, it's pretty much effortless and you end up on stable ground anyway. So I'm seeing the need to kind of, you might just feel like completely overloaded and stressed out and, you know, angry. And it's really important right now to, you know, despite all of this, try your best to relax and just know in your heart that this is to bring you to a better, you know, place in life, or to make you feel better. All right, let's see what this is. Yeah, unstick the stuck. Okay. 46. Okay. So, yeah, you've been stuck in a really annoying cycle. Maybe it's just been one thing after another, you know, driving you nuts. But I think this has more to do with negative thoughts attracting negative experiences more than anything else. With the I here, I'm seeing that you're definitely being called to shift your perspective. And I'm not trying to be all like, woo woo, like stay positive, whatever, but it's science that your thoughts produce a frequency which attracts that same frequency in return. So, if you're giving out a lower frequency, you're just going to be bamboozled with negative things in return. That's just, if you want to think of it as karma, if you want to think of it as energy reciprocation, it doesn't really matter what you call it. That's just kind of the way things work. And you're being called to shift your perspective and maybe count what's good, because it can't all be bad. Maybe it is stressful and it is a struggle, but maybe you're like, have that one thing that's working out, or maybe you have beautiful kids, or you know what I mean? Like, just find the little things that are good. Maybe even write them down, journal them. That's what I do. I did mention that in pile 2 as well. But yeah, doing this really, it can shift your neural pathways, eventually making them, operate on a more positive level, therefore attracting more positive things. So yeah, like, and even things like, just think everything is happening for my highest and greatest good. Like, that little simple thing, you're not saying it's not stressful, you're not saying any of that. All you're saying is that after all this chaos, something really amazing is going to come from it, and it's going to have been worth it. Or, tell yourself, be patient, this is all happening to benefit me in the end. We don't realize it, but most of the time that is how it works out. Maybe you had to lose that job to work at this other job where you find the love of your life. Like, spirit works in different ways, and sometimes you're in this period where everything sucks, but eventually that clears up. You'll always have highs and lows, and that's okay. All right, let's get some more info on this. If you want to know more about the way thoughts attract things and whatever, I recommend researching Dr. Emoto. He did a kind of a research project on the way our thoughts affect water. So he did an experiment where someone held a glass of water and spoke positive things to it, and then the same with negative thoughts and words towards this other glass of water. And they found that the molecular structure of the positive water was far more beautiful than the structure of the negatively influenced water. So if your thoughts and words can affect something more dense like water, it can definitely affect something less dense like energy, and probably with more power. And that's kind of like how we are secretly operating at all times and attracting things and whatever. So yeah, I highly recommend researching that. His name is Dr. Emoto. But these things really are so important. All right, listening. If you want to be heard, learn to listen. So you might also be getting signs that this is actually going to turn out okay for you, but you might be kind of disregarding those signs, which will naturally happen if you're kind of in like stress response mode. But it's important to try not to do that. And then we have calmness, to calm your monkey mind. Do not feed the animal. Exactly. Please try so hard not to feed these negative thoughts. This is everything right now for you. This is your driver's seat. You want to choose to go down the good road, you gotta, as the driver, make the positive thought. Make the negative thoughts positive. If you want to go down the negative, you can continue thinking negative and go down the negative path. It's up to you. Like I said, you're in the driver's seat. Trust your intuition. It is in contact with higher source of knowledge. Exactly. So this whole experience in this chaos and, annoying stuff you're going through right now is for a larger divine purpose, and it's important to trust that. All right, let's see what the tarot wants to add. All right, the Nine of Wands. Yes, keeping yourself in a prison when you don't need to anymore. It's no longer necessary. You know, you put up these walls to protect yourself, to survive at one point, and you know, it's time to let down your barriers, your shields, you know. Eight of Wands. Yes. Okay, great. So yes, not like breaking down these walls is going to bring so much momentum to your situation, so much forward movement. And with the eagle here, like I said, a higher perspective is going to help that. You know, take these wands, take what you've learned, and, you know, use them to your advantage. But take them down. You don't need it. Two of crystals, all right. Yeah, there's something you're not seeing. Ah, okay. We have death at the bottom, and there's a ton of release here. So I'm seeing that, yeah, this stress is coming in. All this is coming in to help you have a rebirth and, you know, release these thought patterns that are not serving you anymore. This is definitely the energy of like not needing to protect yourself so much anymore, but just needing to like ride it out and trust. Yes, okay, the thunderbolt. Yes, there's something foundationally that needs to fall to the ground. And I'm sure this is your, you know, thought process and dealing with chaos and everything. See how there's like this Buddha kind of thing in the background, but everything's falling to, you know, shit. It's like everything's falling, but your spirit team is behind this. It's for a greater reason, like, and there's a lot of wisdom to be gained through this experience. Turning in. Yes, I love this. So see all these things chattering, all these evil things chattering right above her head? This is saying ignore those things. Ignore these annoying thoughts, these negative thoughts, these negative things chirping in your ear. Get rid of it and connect to yourself emotionally and connect to spirit, because, you know, they're giving you the way forward. And if you trust and listen, that's what's going to get you out of this. Beyond illusion. Yeah, so with the butterfly here, there's definitely a transformation that's supposed to happen within this chaos. And I'm seeing that if you kind of, you know, close your eyes to the physical for a minute, you know, close your eyes to all the, you know, your list of, you know, depleting tasks that you have to worry about or whatever, your list of worries, and to open your third eye and see the greater good that's at work right now, the higher power that's at work right now, and to really understand that this is not an illusion, this is not fake, this is not woo-woo, this is the universe bringing you to something better, period. Like, that's it. And as soon as you realize this and make this shift in your mind, it's all going to come in for you. All right, last card. What can my pile threes do to make this a little bit easier on them? Oh, these cards are so big. All right. Yes, stop and smell the flowers. All right. So again, focus on the good. Did you know that smells have the power to affect your mood? For example, lavender can make you feel relaxed. Lemon can make you feel awake. Take the time to stop and smell the flowers. It really does make a difference. I love this card. That's a really great way to tie up this reading. So another good thing would be maybe like lavender essential oils and like the oil diffuser. That can be very relaxing. So that might be a good thing as well. But yeah, just, start small. Start by, smelling the flowers, counting your blessings, and slowly you will see movement. And this is going to give you, this is going to remind you that you're okay and that you don't need to carry this anger and agitation with you everywhere you go, and just remind yourself that it really is all going to be okay. All right, pile 3, I hope that was helpful. If so, please like this video, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much.